I wish I would have had my honeymoon in Australia, but Australia is one of the most sought after destinations for honeymooners, as I would say. And let me just take you by each state and the kind of uniquely Australian honeymoon experiences that a couple could enjoy on their first ever romantic vacation. So let's start off with the islands of the Great Barrier Reef. You've always seen in a Bollywood movie there's a couple spending nice time on a private island that is just there for themselves.
That's right.
And in Australia you have a lot of these small islands which you can explore at your own pace. We are dropped off on this private island on the Great Barrier Reef, and once you get tired of each other you can just call the catamaran back and they'll bring you back. So a private island picnic on the Great Barrier Reef is a must to experience. Australia has also got one of the finest rainforests. These are million-year-old forests, and you can indulge in a lovely spa treatment just for the two of you all, or a dining experience under a canopy of this million-year-old trees in Australia. So right from the rainforest to the reef experience in Cairns. If you love adventure, so Gold Coast is the adventure capital of Australia.
That's
and
right.
you can, right from enjoying a nice surfing lesson to bungee jumping off a plane, to taking the walk on one of the tallest buildings in the southern hemisphere, that's the Q1.
That's right.
To a fire truck transfer and visiting the theme parks. There's lots that Gold Coast has to offer. So if you are the adrenaline type, the adventure junkies, that's Gold Coast as a destination that you shouldn't be missing. Coming to Sydney, if you love art, if you love theatre, then a performance at the Sydney Opera House is a must. You've got to watch at least a show at the Sydney Opera House. Taking the climb of your life by climbing up the Sydney Harbour Bridge and renewing your wedding vows is something that every honeymooner should do.
Yeah, that's right.
I've done it twice so far.
Oh, is it?
And
Okay.
it's one of the most spectacular experiences, I must say. If you love nice coastal walks, there's a beautiful walk from Bronte to Bondi. Bondi is one of the most famous beaches of Australia, and you can just stroll around this 2 to 3 kilometer stretch, and it's got amazing views. You can rest, relax. You can also
And
have
I
a
must
nice
say,
barbecue
I did
meal.
take that walk from Bondi to Bronte, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
it's one of the most
One of the
spectacular walks
greatest walks,
in
yeah.
Australia.
That's right.
So that's about Sydney. In Melbourne, you have lots to do. I mean, if you're a cricket lover, then a tour of the Melbourne cricket ground is a must. You have to visit the mecca of cricket in Australia.
That's right.
You can have a sumptuous lunch at the Melbourne cricket ground as well. You can take the tour of the National Sports Museum. So a tour of the MCG is a must. You can have a lovely romantic dinner in one of the colonial tramcar restaurants in Melbourne as well.
That's right.
You can take a drive along the Great Ocean Road. It's called as the most spectacular drives in the world.
That's right.
And it's like driving on the edge of the world, literally. So drive on this Great Ocean Road. If you're fond of the natural Australian wildlife, then a visit to Phillip Island is a must, where you see those fairy penguins, visiting the
Coming to
burrows at the
greet
end of
you,
the
yeah.
day. They come to greet you every day in the evening.
right.
Visit the zoos of Australia, where you interact with the Australian natives, the koalas, the kangaroos, and you can actually have a breakfast with a kangaroo and a koala in Kangaroo Island. So that's another destination that should not be missed when you're on a holiday or on your honeymoon. So there's lots that Australia has to offer, right from the rainforest to the reefs to the outback to the traditional, to key gateway cities, the iconic structures, to adventure, to romance, to self-drive experiences. I guess this is one destination that has got many holidays in one holiday.
That's right, yeah.
Because I personally believe that when you're traveling as a family or as a couple, the needs of two individuals are quite different.
That's right.
Right? So this is one destination that takes care of the needs of each and every member of the family.
That's right.
And therefore,
Incredible.
if there's one destination that you should choose for your next holiday, that has to be Australia.
Yeah, well said.